God's advice to fathers. Father's Day, which we just celebrated, is important. I found four important lessons on fatherhood in the Bible, and I think they will be important for you to know. One, fathers should set an example that will be beneficial to his children. And listen to the words from Ephesians 5:25. Husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself for for her. That is important. This verse highlights one of the father's most important roles in a family, to love his wife. If you are married, you must show your wife genuine love in your home, where your wife is not just your wife, she is also your children's mother and very important in their lives. Make sure you set the right example on what you should do. Two, you can be your child's greatest inspiration or greatest hindrance. Colossians 3:21 is important for fathers to know. Fathers, do not provoke or irritate or exasperate your children with demands that are trivial or unreasonable or humiliating or abusive, nor by favoritism or indifference that then treat them tenderly with loving kindness, so they will not lose heart and become discouraged or uninvolved with their spirits broke. That is from an amplified version of Colossians 3:21. So per that verse, a father plays a major role in developing the children of the confidence of his children. Now, you teach your children what is very important. As a teacher, a father should not be a disciplinarian, but should encourage his children to make the right decisions in their lives. Three, the Bible tells us that no one is perfect. So, as a father, you must be a present father. And Deuteronomy 3:16 tells us to be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. That lesson that comes from God is a promise of his presence, of God in your life, and that is the way you should be in the life of your children. So wherever you go, God says, I will go. And in short, I am going to be present in your life. That is how fathers should be with their children. God's example tells us how important it is to be present in the life of the children. Being present means you are available, actively involved in their growing up to be a loving and useful adult. Note that the one thing God reassures us is that time after time is His presence in our lives. This is an important lesson also for fathers. For you only have them briefly on earth until they start out on their own adult lives and likely get married, and so make it count for them up until that time. And so listen to Genesis 2:24. That is why a man leaves his father and mother and is unified to his wife, and they become one flesh. Then one day your children will grow up and be gone. The greatest things you give to your children will be moral, loving, and righteous being, faithful to those in your home, and also faithful to God. God bless you and have a good week.